Whatever. Say I have 20 minutes to record it and I have. Alright, welcome to Throwback Thursdays, where we take a look at a movie from the 90s and give it a review. Today we are talking about The Dentist 2, which came out in 1998 and brought back Corbin Bernsen as Dr. Alan Feinstein, a.k.a. in this film, Dr. Larry Kane. So after the events of the first film, Dr. Feinstein escapes from the mental asylum and moves to Paradise, Missouri. And there, he tries to start a new life. Meanwhile, his wife has hired a private investigator to find him. And, Larry's life isn't paradise because he finds a new love interest in the form of Jamie, who is the niece of an old friend of his. Apparently he had a second life this whole time. Is Dr. Kane? I don't know. And he meets this woman, Jamie. Now, this one, I think, is more psychological than the first. I mean, this one's way out there. There's more psychological stuff. You see more tooth gore. But, yeah. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah. So there are problems with this movie that I want to talk about. Overall, I did enjoy this film. I think it's on par with the first one, but it's a little bit wackier, I think. There is one thing that bugged me throughout the film. So our Dr. Feinstein begins to have feelings for this woman, Jamie. And he notices that she has some kind of standing relationship. Not sexual or even romantic. It's with this guy that she grew up with. And I guess he proposes to her from time to time. And this makes Dr. Feinstein get jealous. And on one side of things, you can understand it because his wife was a slut. Was cheating on him constantly. I mean, the pool guy was doing his wife and the neighbor lady. So you can understand his kind of, mind frame about not wanting to be cheated on again. But on the other hand, he's not even dating this woman. He has a romantic interest in this woman, but, he's driving and he sees them have a casual kiss and he's like, oh no, not again. Not again. What, not again? You're not even dating her. And, they go on a date and they're getting romantic. And, he has this, first of all, after this thing they're in the town, and he talks to her about it and she says that there's nothing romantic between them. Which she shouldn't have to explain herself because they're not going out. They're not even dating, not even romantic. But, okay. And so, he sneaks over to her house and he believes that he sees them doing it in her bedroom. But when he goes in to do something about it, to kill them, there's no one there. It's all in his head. And that's what most of the stuff is in his head. But but he does freak out. The deaths that happen are real. But there's a lot of stuff that's in his head. But, yeah, so, yeah, and then they go on a date, they get romantic. The guy calls her, her answering machine and is talking as they're trying to get romantic and mentions something about a Thanksgiving dinner party that happened years ago. And she admits to having sex with this guy years ago, before she even knew Larry. And that it was shortly after her parents died. This is understandable. It was an emotional thing. But Larry, in his unstable mind, or Feinstein, whatever, in his unstable mind, thinks that this is the worst thing in the world, thinks that she's cheating on him, even though, one, you're not together, And 2, this was years ago. So I don't understand that at all. I know he's supposed to be fucked up in the head, but still. And he starts cleaning her kitchen. I don't understand where that comes from. But this whole thing kicks off really because he moves to paradise to get away from everything. And then one fateful lunch, dinner thing with Jamie, and he breaks a calf on his tooth. So he has to go get it fixed. And while he goes in there, he goes in the office and he starts to kind of get sexual with his tools a little bit. He remembers the tools, he's doing this, the opera music is playing. And then the doctor walks in. What are you doing? Because I guess he tries to help a patient. And I guess he didn't have the cotton swab things in right, and he could have constructed her breathing. I don't know. But then the dentist replaces his cap, but it falls off like right away. So he goes back, he kills the dentist with a golf club and knocks him down the freaking stairs. And initially, his old pal asked him to be a dentist. He says no, and then he takes it because now he's got a place to live there, I guess. Which, okay, he had a place to live, but okay. And of course, he goes nuts, especially when this woman, a receptionist or somebody in the town, starts to figure out the truth. There is a scene in which Clint Howard, yes, that Clint Howard, comes in, and he's credited as the Toothache Man, or Mr. Toothache. He's credited as Mr. Toothache, and he comes in, and he has a toothache, and he goes to get it fixed, but then he figures out who he is. When he messes up his tooth, and this white goop comes out, which, okay, and he's like, I know who you are. You're Feinberg. He couldn't have a specific name, but he kills Clint Howard anyway, so you should have kept your mouth shut. And then there's... And actually, that's not the only idiot in this movie. This receptionist lady I was talking about. She's having an investigation when the private eye comes looking for him. She starts her own investigation and decides to start poking and prodding and asking questions during her oral exam. And of course, he fucking kills her. Because you don't do that. Duh. You do not. Okay, if you think someone may be a serial killer who kills by the dental work, you do not then start asking questions. Poking and prodding this killer while he is giving you dental work. Dumb bitch. Alright? Eventually, though, he snaps. And he goes off on Jamie. Well, he kills the dude when he shows up, and then he goes after Jamie. She's saved. His wife shows up somehow, and she's killed by an accidental 2x4 to the back of the head. Yeah, that's how she dies. Okay. She's dead? Sure, fine. But I don't know. There's this funny little cut where he walks in and everyone is there to celebrate him, and he's got blood all over him and stuff, and they're just like, surprise! Kind of just... The guy who plays his good old friend, this comes off as sort of a TV movie with extra gore and tits and stuff, because the actor who played his old friend, whatever, the mayor or whatever, he played... Wyatt? No. Gary. Gary's dad in the Weird Science TV show. On the Weird Science TV show. And Al. Yeah. And yeah, this makes it seem kind of TV movie-ish, but it's not. Because, well, it could be direct to video, I don't know. But yeah, it's just... I think he gets away? I think. I don't know. Maybe they were setting up for another sequel that never happened, of course, because it's only 2. But this movie's not that bad. It's psychedelic as fuck, but it's not that bad. I think if you like the first one, you'll probably like this one. It's nothing compared to the first one, but, you know, the gore is on point, and you got some tits. You can see one dude's balls if you're into that. I don't know. But yeah, yeah, dude's still crazy. As much as he he tries to play it like it's a social, what is it called? The dissociative identity disorder type thing, where Dr. Feinstein is an alternate identity, but eventually it just goes nuts. I don't know if that's really what it was, because there's times where he's like, do the Feinstein to him, do the Feinstein to him, and it's just like, is it, is this just a secondary identity or what? I don't know, but like I said, this is decent. I'm gonna give it a 7 because it's wacky and it's not as good as the first one, and there's some, some problems with how, I know he's out of his mind, but why does he think he has any kind of, connection to this woman? He's any kind of, he can even like try to, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah. So what are your thoughts on this movie? Claim that he has any kind of claim to this woman? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this movie. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.